G'day everyone, welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today we're going to change some carrier rollers on this 933 Cat track loader. FridayParts reached out. I've already done a collaboration with them on the TE20, and they reached out wanting to know if I wanted any further parts. And when I got this, I happened to notice when I loaded on the truck that the carrier rollers were collapsed. Admittedly, you can rebuild these, but if it's run long enough like that, it would have cut into the shaft and the roller itself would have been worn. So they had them in stock, they do supply them, they do stock them. So I said, well, this is what I need, and they were more than happy to do it. So what we'll do is we'll start it up, take it up into the shed, and we'll pull the old ones off and see if the new ones fit and how well they fit, and go from there. I do want to do a bit of work with this one around the place. I've got tractors to do the same job, but I've got this one, and I want it up to spec. So it's got a couple of holes in the bucket and just a few bits and pieces, but all in all, it's pretty good. When they reached out, it was prompt messaging, it was prompt delivery of the parts. I couldn't have been any happier. And as I said, I've used them before. They're a great alternative to spending big dollars on parts. They're a cheap alternative, and so far they seem to work. Admittedly, I'm just a collector, but they still get you out of trouble. I've spoken with other people that have collaborated with them. They're very happy with the parts. In fact, a mate of mine, another YouTube channel, he got an injection pump for a Toyota Hilux, and it's still going great guns as well as last week, and it's been on there for months and months. So it's a great alternative for those looking for parts. If you're restoring, if you are working your machines, whatever the case is, look them up. I'll put the link in the description, and just check out, see what they've got. They might stock something that you actually need, and it will be there within a few days from overseas, like it was with me. Okay, we'll now unbox the parts. So there's 3 boxes. I don't know what this one is. We'll stick with the rollers first. I assume these are the rollers. They're both heavy. Look like they're packaged fairly well. I'll just open one up at a time. Certainly packed really nicely. I'll bring you in here to have a look at that. Okay, packed really well. I mean, you're not going to hurt these in transit anyway, but I can't ask for more than that. Looks exactly like it. I might need 2 hands here. It looks exactly the same. I haven't pulled an old one off, but looks excellent quality. So these were sent to me in about 3 days from when I spoke with them online to them turning up. It was 3 days. I think they obviously come from overseas, but it's great service. I mean, to save as much money as you do buying these parts, it's certainly worth the wait. Admittedly, I don't work these machines. I'm just a collector, but in all cases, they're going to do the job just fine. I've done some other stuff with them. The parts are still going strong. The tractor I use a couple of times a month, and it starts straight up, does the job, and I turn it off. So I expect these are going to do exactly the same thing. Okay, let's open the other one. So very happy with that. I assume this is going to be exactly the same, but I'll do it on camera anyway. Exactly the same. I'll leave that one in there. We'll fit one at a time just so it doesn't roll off the back of the ute here. That's brilliant stuff. I was always impressed with the packaging and the service from FridayParts when I'd done the other collaboration on the Ferguson tractor. They always come packaged nice, they came on time. I don't know what this is. FridayParts Frisbee. I don't want to cut too much into it and hurt it. That's magnificent. A car air freshener. And a Frisbee, look at that. How wonderful. Okay, so we've got her in the workshop here. Just went to looking behind here to find out what holds these on, and there's no clamp at all, so I don't know if they've been bodged up or it's got a full weld around the back of the shaft. I don't like that at all. I can't see that being original, but anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to have to unbolt the pedestals and take them into where I work and use the carbon gouging rods to blow all that out, unless I use some 5-inch disc. That'll take a fair while. And this one here, we're trying to get this cover off so we can get to the pedestal bolts, but that roller is that collapsed, it's putting weight on this cover. So we just pushed it back a bit under this chain block, so that should swing either side. It'll rub on that arm, but take a bit of weight off the track. And then I'd like to dig all this out here, but she's nearly right back, and the track's still fairly tight, so I'm not 100% sure what's happening there either. Generally, if the adjuster's right back, that track should be, I would have thought, looser than that, but anyway, I think it'll still work. So we'll just get this chain block down rather than work around a forklift. Okay, plenty of room there now, but to me you can see this, so this track was still fairly loose. This is out a long way, and this track's still fairly loose. It's like there's a link. Oh jeez, it's broken there, look. It's like there's a link out of this, the other side in this side or something. But anyway, I'm sure it'll do for what we're going to do with it. Now, I can get a gun in on those bolts and pop that pedestal out. Like you can see how buggered that is. No, that ain't going to work. You put a reducer on something or an extension, it just takes all the power out of it. Well, I broke 2 bolts. I'm not going to show getting those out. It'll make it too long. But this thing's just turning into a nightmare. It's just so bodgy. Anyway, everything's loose. This track frame's about to fall off it. But we need the rollers to keep it moving forward. So got this pedestal out. Put your back, just let it drop. And you can see here, all the rollers I've changed have got like a pinch bolt or some sort of pin through them, but this is weird. This is weird. A boss been welded on there, and the roller's been welded into it. Has this just been made up?
Been welded on there, so it would have had been a split.
Yeah. But even this thing's just like a bit of RHS. It's not. Is that original? Who knows? Okay. Okay, everyone, what we're up to here, I run a 5-inch wheel through that. There's just a bit of weld there to clean up. That shaft was actually loose in that carrier. The new shaft is the right size. You can see the difference, so you can see the size difference. It does sit on the track nice. I've had it up under the track, but you can see the size difference there. This one, I think, is right. However, the shaft size and how it's kept in there, I'm not sure, because there's a split in this boss here, but nothing to hold it. It does look original though, unless it's just been made nicely with that nice little guard and everything on there. But anyway, so they didn't send the wrong one, they sent what I asked for, which is, it's not really my mistake, because I've looked up the right part number and they don't really exist anymore. You can buy them in pieces, I believe, but this is going to do just fine. We've just dummied it up. It doesn't really hit the cover, and it's going to hold the track that little bit higher, which is fine. So the shaft size will fit that little chisel in here just to bring that back up to where it should be. Open it up, and I may have to twist these dowels out. Oh, they're sitting in there anyway. And I think that'll be fine. There is a thread there, I can put a keeper on it. I just don't know how to keep that clamped, but we'll work that out. So it's very good quality. I think I'm going to go ahead with it. I wasn't sure to start with. I thought it may hit the cover because of the extra depth, the cover over the spring that is, but it's working okay. I think it'll work okay. And I'll just show you a bolt that I've got a couple of the bolts out, so it's a nylock nut upside down, hit over that, welded it, and then the map gas I just heated around it with the map gas, and then that one wound out. So I think we're back on track there. There's just a lot of loose bolts on this track frame, and I did notice one of the main ones up under here. Sorry, it's getting dark now. It's loose. Those ones are loose. Those two are loose. This lever, I just went down there to start it. It's broken. You can see it has been welded. See all the porosity in it, or I don't know, that's cast, so whether it was welded just with a MIG or cast rods, but you can see the bit of build up of weld there. That's easily fixed, I'm not worried about that. And I did see something here I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, just a keeper bolt out of this, so there's one in either side. I think that all that does is stop that nut turning. Well, when I say all it does, it's very important, but it's not a loaded bolt holding that sprocket on. But I will replace that also. But the rest of this track frame is tight. Main bolts are tight. It's in pretty good order, the rest of it. So, until we get some more daylight and some more time, I'm going to cut this there, and then we'll bring this back in when I'm working on it next. Just going to change this disc over. It's not completely worn out, but it's not reaching the middle of that shaft. So I'll just put the grinding wheel on now and take a bit more of that off until I can see the join. You can slowly see the crack appearing around there. We've got most of it. There's a bit left here I might grind off, but that chisel's just to open that up and release more pressure on that shaft. But the shaft on those old rollers is actually loose in here. So this is the exact shaft that it should be, the exact size. I'll just give that more of a grind and It's just still holding on there, but I'll get a bigger hammer and see what we can do. Okay, go and get a die grinder now and clean that out. I'm just going to take the paint off this shaft. Do the same to the other one off camera. I won't show you doing two of them. Get a bit of coarse sandpaper and get rid of the rest of that. Actually, I've got a bit here I used on the lift cylinders the other day. It's only mild, but pretty good. Stick this chisel in to open this boss up a bit. I'm going to let the track down now. Okay, I'm very happy with that. It's centered, looks good. I'm not going to yet tighten the track up because there's a lot of loose bolts I showed you in the start of the episode and I'm not going to put this cover on yet because I'm going to run it down and pressure wash all the dirt out of that spring. If that dirt's compacted in that spring, it won't work at all like it's happening on the other side. So I'll do them both. Some other maintenance on this side track frame, but no, I'm very, very happy with that. That fits great. Now I'll take you around and do the other side. Okay, just put that on, then I'll lift the whole lot. Just had that in the 20-ton bottle jack press I got in there and just forced it on rather than hit it and put all that weight through it. I don't know what's meant to hold that on. That's how that was, and even looking at pictures in Cat parts manuals, it's like that. So I don't know if there's something missing off the side to clamp it. There's a 5/16 UNC hole there that I may get a big washer for and just a bolt to stop it coming out. It's flush up against that edge and there. It can't move in and out. It's a very tight fit, so I don't think it's going to move anyway. I'd rather not weld it back in like it was, but I'm pretty happy with how that fits. Now I'll just lift the whole lot in and lower the track, and I think that'll do this video. We're not going to move it today because there's other maintenance we want to do. This is the spring that I said I'm going to take down and pressure wash out before we put the cover back over. This track frame's pretty good. There's one bolt missing here out of this nut keeper. I think I showed you that earlier, but we'll just put that on, lower the track, and I think that'll do. I've already cleaned the mount off camera. Clean the bolt holes out. Okay, sitting even on the roller. I'm very happy with that. Looks good, they're not too high like I thought. I can't be happy with that. I won't finish it off now though. As I said, there's a lot more maintenance to do on it, but that's a big step in the right direction for me. I do thank FridayParts for it. Remember, if you need that cheaper alternative to quality parts with it, please give them a consider. They will be the link in the description. They've had everything I've needed so far, and there is another one coming. I've got a excavator here that needs a roller too, and they've, as far as we've discussed, they've got that in stock as well, so there'll be one coming up on that as well. So thanks everyone for watching. If you do like what you see here, please check them out if you need parts, whether it's professional, whether it's for your collection like me, whether you collect antique stuff, whether you work it on your farm or your business or whatever the case is. Please give them a thought when you're needing those replacement parts next time. Thanks everyone for watching.